log into your Softr account. From the left sidebar, click Applications, then open the application whose link you want to copy. Before you do anything else, make absolutely sure that application has been published. If it's still in draft mode, there won't be a live URL to copy. Many beginners skip this check, and then they wonder why they can't find a shareable link. Once you confirm the app is live, look to the upper right corner of the editor for the Publish button. Click it, and you'll see your application's live URL displayed right there on the screen. This URL is the unique web address that anyone can use to open your Softr app directly in their browser. Now, simply click the Copy Link button next to that URL and wait for the brief confirmation message that tells you the link has been copied to your clipboard. That confirmation is your signal that everything worked correctly. From here, open the destination where you want to use the link, whether that's an email draft, a document, a social media post, or a messaging platform. Paste the copied link using your keyboard shortcut, which is Ctrl+V on Windows or Command+V on a Mac, or you can right-click and choose Paste from the menu. Finally, test the link by pasting it into a browser you don't normally use, or by sending it to a colleague and asking them to click it. This final verification step ensures the link actually opens your Softr application exactly as intended, without any permission errors or broken pages. If you do this every time, you'll never accidentally send someone a dead or outdated link. Now, let me give you some deeper context on why each of these steps matters, because copying a link sounds trivial, but there are a few nuances that can save you frustration later. When you click the Publish button, what you're really doing is telling Softr to compile your latest changes and make them accessible at that permanent URL. If you've made any updates to your app since the last time you published, you need to publish again before copying the link. Otherwise, the link you copy will point to an older version of your application, and anyone you share it with will see outdated content. This is the single most common mistake I see people make. They copy the link, share it, and then spend 20 minutes troubleshooting why their changes aren't showing up. So, always publish your latest changes first, then copy the link. The Copy Link button itself is a small convenience feature, but it's important because it copies the full URL to your clipboard, without you having to manually select and copy a long string of text. That manual selection is where people often accidentally omit part of the URL, especially if the link is long or contains special characters. The confirmation message that appears after you click Copy Link might only flash for a second, but it's your assurance that the entire URL was captured correctly. Don't move on until you see that confirmation, or you risk copying an incomplete link. When it comes to testing the link, resist the temptation to just open it in the same browser you're already using. If you're logged into Softr in that browser, the link might work for you because you're recognized as the app owner, but it could fail for someone who isn't logged in. Instead, paste the link into a private or incognito browser window, or better yet, send it to a friend or colleague who doesn't have access to your Softr account. This simulates the experience of a real user clicking your link for the first time. If they can open the app and see the content without any login prompts or error messages, then you know your visibility settings are correct. Speaking of visibility settings, that's another area where people get tripped up. Softr applications have privacy controls that determine who can view the live link. If someone tells you they can't open the link, don't assume the URL is broken. First, check your application's visibility settings. You can find these in the Publish section or under your app's general settings. You might have the app set to private or limited to certain users, which would block anyone outside that group. If you want to share the link broadly, make sure the visibility is set to public or to anyone with the link, depending on your needs. For client-facing applications, public access is usually fine, but for internal team tools, you may want to restrict access to specific email domains or individual users. This is where sharing the link becomes a security consideration. Only share the link with people who should actually have access to your application's data and functionality. If you're pasting the link into a public forum or a social media post, double-check your visibility settings to avoid accidentally exposing sensitive information. Once you've copied and tested the link, it's a good practice to keep it handy for future use. You might want to save it in a document that lists all your Softr applications along with their live URLs, so you can quickly grab the link without needing to log in and navigate to each app again. This is especially useful if you manage multiple applications for different clients or projects. You can even use a tool like a password manager or a notes app to store the link alongside any relevant details, like which version of the app it points to or who the intended audience is. Then, whenever you need to share the link via email, embed it in a website, or include it in documentation, you have it right at your fingertips. Just remember that if you make significant changes to your application, you'll want to publish again and copy the updated link, because the old link will still point to the previous version. So, keep your documentation current. To recap, you've now learned exactly how to copy your Soft app link. Log in, open the published application, click Publish to see the live URL, click Copy Link, wait for the confirmation, paste it into your chosen destination, and test it thoroughly before sharing. This process ensures you always share a working, up-to-date link that opens the right application for the right people. If you keep these best practices in mind, you'll save yourself a lot of back and forth with the people you're trying to reach. Thanks for following along, and if you need to revisit these steps later, feel free to save this video or bookmark the instructions. Happy sharing.